Welcome to part 69, and we're feeling nice as ever as we're about to go to the market. And we revisit the
spicy part of the game.
Today we're going to revisit when the marketplace blew up so I can blow it up.
Yeah, me and Luke nearly died.
Yeah.
It's as busy as ever here today.
Where is everybody?
Look, Maya, the usual suspects are all here.
Arrest them.
They blew it up.
I mean, I guess one of them is here is present.
Oh boy. Ah, it's you lot again. It's been a while.
Is Snowy no longer suffering? Hey there, Mary. How have you and your goats been?
My goats keep crying for some reason. I have no idea why. Could it be better? How about another taste of Scratcher's goat's milk? On the house, of course.
Oh,
Now
wow.
that we're in the modern world, can someone please call animal control? Oh, look, if it isn't my favorite customers. Welcome back to Labyrinthia.
So how are you dealing with the trauma of being burnt alive and turned into a dementor?
I was having a nice day until you brought it up. Thanks.
Oh, yeah,
I hate it.
You monkey python. I got better.
Hello, Miss Kira. I see you've gone back to selling flowers.
And apparently we're her best customers.
We're her only customers.
Hi,
Favorite
doggy.
customers.
That's right. Despite long days and the boss breathing down my neck, it's pretty relaxing.
Well, Mr. Wright,
He's
if you
your
need
boss, by the way.
Mr. Wright, if you need proof we're her only customers, look what she's doing to her stock.
What the?
Now, could I interest you fine folks in some positively pretty posies?
I think was there a rainbow sound effect?
To show her glamour.
It's like they entered like into an 80s Smurf cartoon.
It's meant to be charming and cute.
Luke, could you put my soundboard away, please?
Oh, I've just noticed.
You only just noticed.
You're not wearing glasses again today, Miss Kira.
I had laser eye surgery.
Huh, now that you mention it, you're right, Espella.
I mean, this town is a pharmaceutical company's dream, so why not?
Ah, yes, well, I think I must have dropped them somewhere again. See, that's the problem. We glasses people need glasses to find our glasses, and it just doesn't work.
Velma can
Huh, so
attest
it's
to
like,
that.
Yeah, OG Velma. Because if I remember correctly, do they still do the I can't do it, see a thing without my glasses joke?
Every now and then, here and there.
Okay.
Is that right?
Well, they have a pure gold frame. The lenses are made of diamond, not cheap. How do you afford this, lady?
Flower
Like,
selling.
seriously.
And how
You
is it
sell
only taking
flowers.
No.
What's your
Remember,
side job?
Remember, Shira, this entire town is run by Labralum, aka Arthur Cantabella, so he finances this shit.
Well, remember, apparently there's some currency within the town here, although this kind of implies that someone in the town made her those glasses.
Maybe they fell into Mary's milk bucket again. Sploosh, right?
I can't imagine how much
Is
washing
is Sploosh another code name? Ah, yes, my milk bucket. Actually, that bucket's also gone missing. I seem to have misplaced it somewhere.
Oh
Actually, watched
boy.
Peter. Actually,
Hmm?
watched Disney's Peter Pan recently. So, Captain, no splash.
The plot
Yes.
thickens.
Well, at least there was no precious milk in it today.
Hey, look, that's Knightley over there.
Nightfall. I wonder where Shaky's gone.
Shaky dies.
Oh,
Jesus, Pedro, that's Dwib's job.
Hey there, Nightle. How's the nightly lifestyle?
we're kind of here.
Ah,
Oh, God.
Absurd.
and they're all
It's boring as hell.
That name, Nighthole, is but a relic of the long-forgotten past.
Yeah,
Now
there
I'm-
was this Podley phase, and then
From
another
this
one.
point on, you shall
I'm
be known
Steve.
as...
If
From
I
this point
remember
on, I shall-
rightly, you gave up wanting to be a knight and started up as a potato seller instead, which is when you changed your name to Mr. Spudley, right? And then you had a midlife crisis and changed it to Watley.
Spudley, you're a potato farmer now?
But after that, a mysterious explosion destroyed your potato stall and baked all your potatoes. We nearly died in that explosion.
What's a sell baked potatoes then?
And finally, while you weren't sure what to do with your life, you adopted the name Watley.
Night, Spudley, Watley. Those names serve as nothing more than reminders of the past.
A very
From this point on, I shall
embarrassing
be-
past.
From this point on, I shall only be known as Sid. With great purpose, I have cast aside such memories and have bid goodbye to the problems of the past. That's right. I have already found a much more fitting new name.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
A name I have since assumed.
Oh, really? So, what Lee have you come up with this time?
Very funny, Duke.
My name, by which I shall first be known, is
I think that's Bob.
Ignitely.
Oh, better than what I expected.
What, you a flamethrower operator?
Yes.
Huh.
Where the heck did Ignitely come from?
Ignite dreams to life. A man's name should express his heart, and my heart is full of fire. Hence, Ignitely.
Ah, so you did find your flame after all.
Yes, fearless and full of fire. At last, a worthy name to express my true character.
But will the whole world know your name?
Ignitely, you say? Well, it certainly is intense. So, what, you an arsonist now?
Kind of makes me think more of sparks and explosions.
I mean, yeah.
Duh. Ah,
Well, from the outset,
Hmm?
Naito failed to really stoke my fire, if you know what I mean.
but your box still says Nitel.
I'm not sure I do know. Or I want to.
A young man yearning to become a knight. Hence the name Naito. No matter how you look at it, that name conveys a certain lack of imagination.
Oh?
And Ignitely's so much better.
No kidding. I guess you have a point. I'm sorry, but I must beg to differ.
Oh,
Ladies and
this
gentlemen,
should
this
be an
fellow is
interesting
now-
debate.
This world's equivalent to the name rater from Pokemon.
I'm sure the developers put a lot of thought into the names they came up with.
Ha!
Um,
The developers, they don't know shit.
Oh,
They're
but
telling you to appreciate their puns, you ungrateful SOBs.
Oh,
Jackson! Not likely. If that were true, then what about Mary?
Mary had a little lamb. It's pretty thing. What about it?
Everyone knows the rhyme. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. But tell me, what's that got to do with me? My fluffy little snowy kid is a gorgeous white goat, not a lamb.
It's called subversion, Mary.
I mean, they didn't even think to get the right animal. What poppycock?
So Snowy's cries of pains were totally just...
I guess it's Kira.
Hold it! And while we're on the subject, what about me?
What about you?
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Miss Kira? I mean, yeah, I played the role of a killer in that trial and everything. But to actually name me Kira.
Kira's an actual name, honey.
Did
Like
the
Kira
ace?
Buckland.
No, wait,
Did
hold
the
on,
ace
hold
attorney-
on. She's going somewhere with this.
As soon as anyone hears my name, the first thing they'll think is guilty. It's so unfair.
Did
So
the
does
ace
this mean
attorney?
that, so does this mean that everywhere Kira Buckland goes, she's accused of something?
Jesus.
Maybe.
Her Kira name is a Y instead of an I.
No, Kira, if I'm correctly,
I
Kira
see
Buckland
what
is the
you
exact
mean.
same. Let me see.
Did the ace attorney localizers come up with that name?
Well, it's
I suppose
probably.
there's not like a great deal of time into the creation of such.
People
names.
make this
Well,
joke about Death Note.
believe it or not, it's probably.
It's basically a cross-translation lingo, Dave, because regularly, if you don't know in Death Note, that's the nickname that like Yagami does to do, because killer in Japanese or romanization can be pronounced as Kira.
Well, it's also the fact that her English name is a play on the word killer as well in that regard. Fun fact though, in Japanese, her given name literally came from the English word murderer, and in French, her name is Rose Morpheme, as in death. Her German name is Belladonna, her Spanish name is Malva, and in Italian, let's see, her name is Rea, which is the feminine form of the Italian word Rio, meaning guilty of or offender.
Reo, actually, it's from Latin.
Reo.
Like,
But
in
yeah,
the-
there you
in
go.
the-
Basically, Kira's point is that no matter which dub you're reading, she more or less was hinted to be a murderer just by the name.
Also, too,
Okay.
yes, Kira Buckland's name is the same as this woman. Yes.
Okay. Well,
That's
I can tell you
right.
jokes. Sorry, go on.
Apparently, at the time, simple placeholder names are given to all the characters. I was,
They did not give a shit of figure or something.
I was called, I was called the Top Gun. Luke was called Little Boy. You were called Spiky-haired Loser.
Actually,
No.
Professor, according to Akito Hino, he originally gave you Professor Layton as your placeholder name, and by the time it came around to getting your name, you know what, Professor Layton sounds good. We'll just stick with that.
So what you're telling me, Layton, is that your placeholder name is your actual name.
At
Well,
least my name wasn't top-hatted Git.
I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with Hino. I mean, Professor Layton sounds good. Why not keep it?
Sometimes when you get to know a character by a certain name, no other name sits well. Believe it or not, I was almost named Roger Wright instead of Phoenix
And
Wright.
now, fans who only watch Japanese dubs of anime know how us dub fans feel. whenever we change names of characters.
I think she's right, Mr. Wright.
Well,
Who's this?
Oh, while you lot
I
are
think
on the
that's
subject,
Amir.
oh,
Ah,
Yeah,
how about
it
hearing
is.
what I got to say?
no, go away.
Ha ha ha!
Ah! Where did you come from?
I guess some guy was your
Like an
placeholder
Ipswich
name.
Luke.
Talking about bad naming, mine's gotta be the worst of all, ain't it?
Why is
Some
it
guy.
just some guy?
I
Who's just some
mean,
guy. Who's
No,
just some guy.
no.
Who's just some guy. Just for convenience, they gave me a name that sounded just like that darn spell Amir.
I like how all the YouTube comments you get on the uploads of this song are like, yep, this is his theme.
I
Definitely.
mean, it's pretty much the same motif at this point.
Like, yeah, it plays for some other characters, but no, we remember it most for this
Like
guy.
I said, it's also how it's titled, Courtroom Jester Cheers.
Punchin says, I ain't no pushover and I'll punch you if you think so. Bog is, I read it off a bottle at Rouge's, I think.
Uh-huh.
Professor, is it me or does Punchin Bug sound an awful lot like Punching Bag?
Yes, Luke, you have to explain
Hold on,
the
my
joke.
boy. A gentleman should never ruin someone's dreams without a reason.
But you do it all the time.
That's a reason.
Just but I use logic. That's a good reason.
Uh-huh.
Logically, I
Well,
should be able to ruin your
she
day.
right. Well, Shiro, Clive's dreams were to destroy London for revenge. Obviously, Layton had a good reason to crush
Yeah.
those dreams.
That's fair.
Because I quite like living in London.
After that, I sort of figured you to lose the shiny look and go back to how you looked before.
Hey, that's right. How come you still look like a blinged up festive palm tree?
Well, why do you look like a fancy dressed person who's cosplaying?
Well, that's culturally insensitive of you.
Yeah.
I'm a mayor. Cultural insensitivity is my middle name.
I don't think it is.
For ladders.
No, it's not. Please ignore the British git who's trying to voice for me.
I bet you paid another visit to the pawnbroker with some 5-finger discounted items, huh?
Look, I don't think you're one to be throwing out accusations. If you know what I
So
mean.
are you drinking poison?
What do you mean, 5-finger discount? I, a mere punching bag the first, wouldn't dream of taking someone else's possessions. Where have I heard that before? Let me tell you something. It was elves that helped me out.
Mate, you're not in New Zealand.
Elves helped you out.
Oh, by the way, I should take this moment to point out, I do appreciate that even for characters who exclusively showed up in courtroom scenes, they actually did bother to make new models for them showing up here. Or I'm guessing they're the same models, just probably modified for out-of-court usage. Cute little elves, kind of like the ones in the puzzle here. Solve it.
Oh god, a puzzle by Amir.
Puzzle 75, the Fairy Festival. Trumpets ring throughout the forest, signaling the start of the Fairy Festival. But what's this? When the trumpets stop playing, the fairies stop moving. And when the trumpets sound, they stop moving again. Sound the trumpets and find out how many fairies are attending the festival. Touch input answer to enter your answer.
Honestly, Mr. Wright, considering this man's so drunk all the time, I'm surprised the puzzle he came up with wasn't what's 2 + 3.
That's the
This is
thing.
actually
That's the
relatively
thing
easy
about
as a
Amir. He might just seem the fool, but don't underestimate him. Otherwise, next thing you know, he'll be pawning off your arm for gold. Oh wait.
I like my arm, thank you. How else am I going to point to that and say, it was you?
So basically, be a good mathematician, but also keep into account the shapes that you see so that you don't accidentally count the same.
Don't forget also what the puzzle is not telling you directly when it comes to counting.
Yep, like humans, every fairy is unique. That means no two silhouettes are alike. You get that,
I hope we can.
audience?
I hope we can finish these DLC cases soon. My daughter really wants me to bring her something from here.
In time, eventually, Professor. Hey, you know, maybe she should meet up with my daughter.
Mr. Wright, I don't think you have a daughter yet.
I
don't think you have a daughter yet either.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't have a daughter yet either, so technically...
These are reshoots we did years after the fact.
Then I should technically have a daughter at this point, too.
You know, I'm actually going to join on Jovah's dream of a sequel crossover because it would be so cool to have Trucy and Catriel meet.
Totally.
Well,
Oh, she just turns.
forgetting your elves for one moment, Snowy and I have something we'd like to ask you. I'm looking at you, you gaudy, oversized bobblehead. Tell me,
Aww.
These two are going to end up together at some point.
Oh yeah, the credits pretty much
What's
pointed that out.
you wouldn't happen to know where my milk bucket is now, would you? Don't tell me you've gone and sold it.
Oh, come on, no way a milk bucket would bring that much money. Me? Are you nuts? I'm pure as the driven snow, love.
It's not snowing.
You get the metaphor.
Is that so?
Yes, sure it is. And anyway, let me ask you, sir. Does such a foul-tasting liquid even deserve to be called milk?
Oh no.
That stuff tasted more like, you know.
I don't.
Almost like drinking a darn bucket of white paint. Yeah, let's go with that.
I don't really like where this is going.
Oh, come on. We all know what he's really talking about, but remember, it's rated T, so I guess we still gotta be somewhat pleasant for the kids. No way.
Did you just...
Well, now, there's a good reason for that. Today, my milk bucket was filled with white paint, you see. I was planning to repaint the fences around the farm. And now you're going to die.
Well, if you're just drunk about your pain, it's good to know.
How would you like your funeral? With a white coffin, I suspect?
What is happening?
Mere shenanigans. That's what's happening.
Yep.
My glasses, did you? Don't tell me they really were in there.
Okay, I won't tell
If
you.
they were submerged in pain, they probably would have been irrecoverable.
What would I want with your glasses? Me Visions 2020! How ironic is that?
Unfortunately, your credibility is looking a little more cloudy.
Well, let me ask you this, Sir Esquire. Can you really go around calling 2 diamonds surrounded by pure gold a pair of glasses?
I'm getting a sense of deja vu.
Nope, I ain't having any of it. Those things were no glasses. There's only one word for something like that, and that's treasure. Treasure waiting to be sold at the best possible price.
God.
You're an
damn.
ass, Mia.
I get the feeling I may need to go into hiding for a bit.
You know what? On second thoughts, I like the name I was
It's like
given.
engaging Captain Commander Shepard mode. I should go.
Well, let's not put that name to literal use. Oh, brother. This was such a great visit today. Ah!
You scoundrel!
Come on, what's it matter anyway, eh? One thing I can say is this. On account of the paint I drink, deep down inside, I really am pure as the driven snow, because that is the
Have
only
fun the
reason
next
I'm
time you get to the
alive.
bathroom, jackass.
You sniffed glue as a child, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I think you better go and get those glasses back.
Yes, you're right. I'll go and have a word with Mr. Price. Just a little talk outside.
I'm not entirely sure it'll be that easy. A poor broker with a name like Price. Something tells me he may not be the type to hand over anything for free.
Did Layton ever interacted? Well, yeah, he did
Yeah.
interact with Price once.
He asked him about the hat.
Also, where was Borsmith in all of this?
Well, don't worry,
man.
don't worry. He'll show up in a later episode.
All Tio's characters getting shoved to the side.
And then,
I smell BS.
and then Amir was beaten to within an inch of his life by Kira. The end.
While everyone laughed at the Schadenfreude.
Yeah, everyone laughed and pointed.
We'll see you for the next part, folks.
Yeah.
See ya.